What's up guys, Jimmy Miracle here. We're gonna talk about Loomis. I got drawing the head and hands here. I got figure drawing for all it's worth. Fun with the pencil. Let me talk a little bit about the portrait construction that he uses. So basically, he's taking a ball. Move this paper out of the way underneath here. He's dividing this ball in half. And I'm gonna do a side view first because the profile is basically a bit more important. He drops a jawline off the side of it. It's basically taking one of these, dropping a jaw off the side of it and constructing the head within there. This creates a rhythm coming through here. And this line here is the brow line. The top of the head and the bottom of the head. Next, he divides this into 3 units. So that's hairline, that's brow line, and then this is the nose here. So he creates 3 divisions. That's pretty classic and standard. Through the brow line, he drops the ear in over here. And if you follow the ear all the way back and all the way forward, it's the bottom of the nose and it's the nuchal line. So basically right here, which is where the jaw the back of the neck starts dropping off. There's also a rhythm coming through here, which it's also front of zygomatic and connects up in the frontal bone, and that's basically where the rhythm of the front of you can locate the pit of the neck. And if you go the opposite way from the pit of the neck, that's kind of the sternocleidomastoid up into the wide point of the head. But Loomis basically, using this ball and using this jaw construction, he chisels out a side plane of the ball here and drops it into the front of the head. So he's got a clear front side plane division with good proportions, C7 vertebrae in the back, and the rhythm of that comes down. And basically, that's the bottom of the head, that's the top of the head. Built out of this is the keystone of the skull, which is where the frontal bone connects with the nasal bone and the maxilla. And he basically drops a nose out of here. I don't have his exact proportions, but it's pretty close. Maybe basically the chin comes up to the front. I'm just drawing kind of his generic adult male head out of my imagination. The eye, so if you divide this into thirds, the eye is kind of on this top third and it's angling downward, sitting in that zone. And if you follow the tear duct of the eye down, it kind of strikes the corner of the side of the nose. So we've got side plane of nose, frontal process here, so side plane, front plane, all from his basic construction of ball and jaw dropped off. So I got a page of some of these sketches. I'm trying to see this underneath all the complex anatomy. Maybe this could come in a little bit. Before you get lips and all this stuff, you're trying to think of the mound of the mouth. So Loomis knows all this stuff. Frontal bone drops down and then comes back into the zygomatic bone, and we have a stair step, front plane down, zygomatic plane connecting to the corner of the mouth. So here is sort of our division, all built off of this simple model of ball and jaw with neck dropped out of it. So this is the key to finding the stair-stepping pattern, which separates front zone is in here. I'll just throw the lips on there just because it helps it look more human. Dropping down here is the masseter muscle. So we have zygomatic, frontal bone. You can draw an eyebrow to help you define the brow ridge if you want to. But basically, we're using Loomis construction to locate the big front and side plane movements. I would recommend studying his C7, pit of the neck, rhythm coming up through here, reverse rhythm coming up this way, finding the wide point. These are basic construction things that you need to know. Pit of the neck is also top of the shoulders. Let's see, also I forgot to mention that halfway from the back of the head to the front of the bone is where the jaw drops out, and it actually comes at a slight obtuse angle. If someone's, looks like the lips could come up a touch. So you want this division to be 3, this about 3, and then these ones 3, 1, 2, 3 with a half here. This from here to here is half. And then the eye overall is half. So basically Loomis is using the primary head construction with some simple ratios and gets a solid looking head with, I'll just indicate the front and side plane in light and shadow real quick. The side plane of the nose, the under plane of the lip, the mentolabial sulcus, the canopy of the jaw, and then wide point. Basically, there's a equator of the head sort of coming through here. So this is facing upward, and then this is turning around. If I were to imagine the whole thing as an egg, the whole head, this is sort of the general pattern. This is cranial mass up here, cranial mass with a light and a shadow side, and then facial mass dropping off of that with the light and shadow side, sitting on top of a cylinder facing forward with a cast shadow raking off the face, C7, pit of the neck. So this is kind of the overall basic sculptural understanding of the whole head that you want to know. And let me just show you some things you can work on as well to try to learn this. Here's some, so these are from the Loomis book. I'm just working out on some newsprint, the different ages. You definitely want to get to the point where you'd memorize the nuances of the changes of these proportions. I would say that would take a bit of time, so be patient with yourself. I am still working on kind of like the teenage years. The adult and the baby are sort of the two extremes. So we got the baby morphing into a teen, into high school or college age, and then adult. I would recommend spending some time doing a lot of these copies. See, these are some more of my copy sketches. Here's the Houdon head, sort of trying to apply the Loomis principles to it. Move this easel out of the way here. Houdon head with the Loomis principles, trying to find the main construction. These aren't pretty drawings. I'm just trying to learn. These are more or less maps and diagrams. There's the female head, trying to memorize these units a bunch of times. Life size, there's the male one. There's the male and the female. I did this one. This is for memory. So trying to test myself, see how good my memory is. This one's not the greatest. And trying to learn the skull. The simplicity of construction drawing. You want to basically use all of this knowledge in 3D and this is the primary form construction of the head. So it's basically this simplified down into front side planes and the main anatomical landmarks: wide point of the head, wide point of the face, angle of the jaw, so wide point of the jaw, cylinder of the neck dropping down. You want to memorize these so that you can draw it in different perspectives, angles. Easy way to do it is make a maquette in clay and then draw that simplified, basically mannequin maquette in lots of different perspectives, lighting situations. So make one of these in clay. You can do a small one so it doesn't have all the complexity, all these orbits. Just kind of like simple planes. Basically, here's level 2 where you're kind of adding some eyes, a little bit more detail in. Yeah, so I hope this video helps you. I hope you can use this knowledge of the Loomis books and planes and start honing your portrait skills. Just trying to show you some paths and resources that you can take without anybody holding you by the hand, so you can find them and start working on your own. That's how you learn. All right. Hope you have a good day. Hope you learned something. Bye-bye.